together, giving you something in a leadership, kind of a leadership way that you didn't get from them last year?
You know, it's a good question, Mitch. Yes, because they're just better at it, but they were really good leaders last year too, in a sense that they worked extremely hard, but now they just had the experience factor. And leadership's no different than playing. You get better at it the more you're involved with it, the more you're forced to be in that mode. So this is year 2 for them in that mode, and they've gotten better at it. So yes.
There's a lot of positive reports about Ernest Hausman so far. What have you seen since he arrived in the spring so far?
Yeah, I mean, he's been great. He really has. He works hard. You know, obviously he's a great athlete, a very good player, but he's a better person and a better worker. So that's you know, when your intangibles are better than your athleticism, and your athleticism is already extremely high, you know, you get excited about that.
You felt comfortable enough to have Marvin move to Nichols. You must have felt pretty good about that. Obviously, Nick and Luke are the clear starters. What about the guys behind them, including Ernest? Where is that battle for number 3?
Yeah, I mean, I think you know, Vaz had an extremely impressive camp so far. This is, you know, I believe year 3 in the program for him. So he's made, I think he's probably made the biggest jump of anybody as far as just individual, you know, combination of skill level jumping up and just understanding of the defense. He's done a really good job. Ernest has made it, you know, jumped up again since spring too. Garrett Snodgrass had a good camp. So yeah, no, the guys are doing well right now, and the key is, you know, just continue to build on it.
Do you desire a rotation there, or do you feel like Reimer and Hendricks are at a point where they can carry almost the entire game?
No, I thought that was one of the things I probably did a little bit of a poor job with last year. Is I need to rotate those guys in a little bit more. I think, you know, going through the rigors of a Big Ten schedule to keep those guys fresh throughout the year, you got to take some hits off them. You know, so hopefully you can get something. And what the exact rotation is going to be, I don't know, but at least taking some of the hits off them. And getting other guys on the field, and you know, shoot, that keeps the competition fresh too. You know, if you get a guy breathing down your neck, that's good for everybody. It's hard, but at the same time, it's a necessity because those are the games where it is really critical. You know, obviously that you know, every play is critical in the Big Ten, but especially when you start playing, you know, the real high level type teams. You know, you got to count on your guys and you got to trust them. And like I said, I think that's something I need to do a better job of this year because it pays off down the stretch.
Barry, does Ernest give you something physically that you can't coach, that other guys in the room, you know, maybe don't necessarily have? Is there something that stands out about him aside from his like mental capacity and ability to learn?
Well, I used to have a strength coach named Dave Kennedy. He used to call them shiny cars. Like, I was not a shiny car. Shiny cars look really good. So Ernest looks the part for sure. You know, from an athletic standpoint, I think he's just really a fluid, explosive athlete. I mean, not only is he fast, but he moves well side to side. He can flip his hips, you know, similar to how a pass rusher would flip their hips. Those guys that work at all the time on the edge, defensive linemen that do that all the time, it's really, really natural for him, which is not the case for a lot of linebackers. I've been around a lot of great linebackers that were bad pass rushers. He has a natural feel to rush the passer, which, you know, I think in modern football, the versatility is at a premium, and you got to be able to do a lot of things, especially at the linebacker position.
Law was kind of a raw linebacker when you got him. Can you speak to his patience, I guess, you know, kind of perseverance, sticking with it?
Yeah, I give him a bunch of credit. You know, you know, I think the thing that probably would surprise a lot of people, just because he's a very fun-loving guy and he's fun to be around, but he's extremely intelligent. And you know, his understanding of the defense is really at a high level right now, and he asks great questions. He's on point. He loves being out there. So you know, the guy, he really has made a huge jump in year 3.
So what's a great question? What kind of question does he ask?
So, you know, for example, just everything we do is based on rules, and to me, 400 level questions are the ones that, hey, you know, whatever, coach, I saw Michigan play 66, they're running power and they're reaming the front. How do we handle that? You know, not where do I line up on this defense? So when you start getting to the big picture stuff, and I always think of good defense as understanding your own problems. So he really is starting to understand, you know, each position, each technique, each, you know, situation is going to have different issues that come up, and he's starting to see those, and he asks really good questions on how to, you know, kind of cheat those techniques.